I'm Adam Smith. Have you had your fill lately? If so, learn more on the Weight Loss Surgery channel.
Hi, this is Chef Dave. Stay tuned for Eating Right Every Bite because we're getting ready to stir up some fun. I'm Chef Dave, and a part of my weight loss surgery journey was incorporating my professional culinary training into creating food that are delicious, satisfying, and pouch-friendly. I took my experience as a chef to create some pretty amazing pouch-friendly recipes. So let's get started with those stir fries. And the first one is going to be the green bean and steak stir fry. When it comes to this, it is easy and simple, and it's just one of my favorite stir fries. And I'm gonna be doing steak today, but you can do chicken, you could do salmon, anything that you want protein-wise. So I'm gonna be using steak because I went out to dinner last night and my steak was amazing, and so I'm gonna utilize it in this dish today. So we have our green beans already in the bowl ready to go. They're fresh. I've already snipped off the ends. Just take the ends, you just snip them off, it takes 2 seconds. We're then gonna take a yellow squash and we're going to cut it. And we're also gonna seed it. If you don't seed it, what'll happen is the water in the squash will actually make the stir fry soggy. We don't want that. So seeding is very simple. Cut the ends off. We're gonna cut this in half. And see all these seeds right here in the middle? We're just gonna scoop these right out. Seeds removed again. We're gonna turn them this way and we're just gonna basically cut them 1/2 inch. I also love the shapes of these. They're pretty amazing. Next, we're gonna take our red bell pepper. We're gonna cut the ends off. Food compost. Okay. And we're gonna julienne these pretty thick, because with the stir fry, you want the vegetables to hold up so they don't turn soggy. And if you cut them too small, what'll happen is they will turn to mush, and we do not want that. In here cut up really good. Right into our stir fry bowl. Next, we need some red onion. Look at the colors, the green, the yellows, the red. We really want to make this look amazing. So we're gonna take our onion, I'm gonna cut this in half. I'll actually be julienning them straight down through the root. Now we cut through the root, so now you gotta start cutting fast. Julienne, take this and cut this straight down. This is going to go right into the stir fry bowl. Next, we're going to do garlic. We have our fresh garlic cloves that I took off the bulb of the garlic. And we're going to take our knife, point it down, and we're going to smash it. That's going to let the garlic actually come right out of the paper. And we're going to do one more big one. This is a huge one here. Plenty of garlic. Garlic is always a matter of preference. I always say more is better, but you may say less is better. So either way, you can always adjust your recipes according to what your flavor, taste are like. So I'm just gonna take this and start chopping. Once I get it to where I got it to where it's all chopped up, I'm gonna start using my knife. I'm gonna hold my hands like this and use the rocking of the knife to actually start mincing it. The recipe calls for already cooked brown rice. You can use white rice, but that is a simple carbohydrate. Your body will actually absorb that first. So I want you to use brown rice. It'll give you that feeling of fullness longer. It has more fiber so that you won't feel hungry 2 hours later. All right, so now we're gonna go over here to the stove and get our pan hot. Let's take this over here. All right, I'm gonna turn this on high because when you stir fry, you wanna make sure you have high heat and a little bit of fat. While this pan is heating up, I want to go ahead and add some olive oil. to this. Olive oil is a healthy fat, and that's what we're looking for. Just enough to coat the pan. Just lid on this. Okay, so steak from last night's dinner. This is a good sized piece, and so I'm going to take it and I'm going to slice it. When I'm at a restaurant, I like to have the steak cooked right at medium, so it's still nice and pink, so that whatever I have left over, I can bring home and reheat it and not have to worry about it being overcooked. Now, we gotta look at all this fat in here, and this is a really good piece of steak. It's actually ribeye. And we're gonna take and just look at any fat that we might have had that we cannot cut out, and I'll just cut that out really quickly. So I have my leftover steak. I'm gonna cut these into small pieces. Okay, put this right on this white dish to take over to where our stir fry pan is. And we do have one lemon. We're actually gonna use that at the very end to kind of create a little bit more sizzle and add a little more flavor. So take this back over and our pan should be hot by now. All right, as you can see, the oil is now ready to go. It's smoking lightly and it's really liquidy. It's not as tight as it used to be. So we have this nice and hot, and we're going to add our stir fry vegetables. Hear it sizzle. Love that sound. For all you homemakers at home, wooden spoons work great, but I went to school, I'm gonna do it the other way. All right, this needs to saute for at least 4 to 5 minutes, just enough to get those green beans nice and tender, but yet still al dente with a slight crunch. So through the magic of television, I'll be right back. All right, so it's been 5 minutes and the vegetables are looking quite amazing. As you can tell, the green beans are looking more al dente. They're not as light. They've actually gotten greener because as you heat the vegetables, the colors come out of them. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our steak, our ribeye from last night's dinner. We're going to add our lemon juice. I need to get in here and get it and grab a fork real fast. Remember the fork trick. Put your fork in the lemon juice, let it squeeze out, twist the lemon around. And then last but not least, we're gonna add our brown rice. All right, so now that you get done adding your brown rice to this, we're gonna take a little bit of our white wine. Love that sound. Just stir this up. All right, I'm going to go over here and grab some salt and pepper just to finish this off a little bit. Here's our salt, here's our pepper. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Make sure you always turn the stove off so you don't, leave it on when you're doing this stuff. I'm gonna take this over here. I'm going to add our dish. Take a spoon, plate this up with our beef and our vegetables and our rice. Yum. Beans just falling everywhere. Put this back on the stove. So, here we go. This is our green bean steak stir fry. And you know I gotta taste this every single time. Lemon. Delicious. One more thing. It needs one more thing. I need to top this with some sesame seeds. Now it's perfect. Thanks so much for joining me today on Eating Right Every Bite. I'm Chef Dave reminding you to cook smart.